Yo, 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 what's going on? Real quick, there used to be a time where you would look on the ground, especially in an urban area. Excuse me. Uh-oh. Especially in an urban area, and you would find, just condoms on the floor, used and everything. Someone busts off in the prophylactic and just tossed it on the ground. Now you find gloves by the droves. Anyway, I watch this guy a lot. His name is The Modern Investor. I've been watching him for years. Go subscribe to his channel. He has a large channel, large following. But, I guess he's very pro Bitcoin. BTC maximalist. He gives news updates on a regular basis. Very, very pro BTC. And, the past few years, I would say since I've been following him since 2018. So 2 years. And, he has a bunch of videos where he talks about Bitcoin, how powerful it is, how important it will be one day to just understand, to have at least one Bitcoin due to its scarcity. It's finite. Only a limited amount will ever be produced. And should demand increase, the value of one Bitcoin will follow in tow. I understand the fundamentals of Bitcoin personally. I understand it. I'm clear with it. I get it. Sometimes, and this is why, cryptocurrency is just I have a feeling like it's just my opinion. It's in its experimental stage still, Why I say that is because, and it's beyond, even though those of us who've been dealing with crypto for years, we understand it's past the stage of testing and, experimenting and wondering if this thing really works and it has value. Those of us who are actively in the community and we use that type of, decentralized private currencies away from national or, government fiat, we understand how practical using Bitcoin can be, using Ethereum, etc., just crypto, right? But, and this is however, it has not reached the masses yet, right? It hasn't. And that's a major obstacle. It's a major obstacle. He denoted that, he meaning the channel personality that I was talking about, the Modern Investor, denoted that there are about 788,000 wallets, BTC wallets, that apparently has more than one Bitcoin in the wallet. 2 years ago, I would have interpreted that different than how I interpret it today, right? I understand the whole concept of hodling, being a maximalist, hodler of last resort, having a long-term view and perspective. I get all of that. What's crazy is because of the climate and the way things are going today, I really don't care that there's 788,000 wallets that have over 1 bit. I just don't care. I don't care. And I'm gonna try to refrain from cursing in this video, but if an expletive or two flies out, forgive me ahead of time. Just pardon me. But I could care less about, you know why? Because it just has not hit the masses yet. And there's just a greedy bunch of people who have so many in their wallets by way of whales, thousands and thousands. Sure, they just took a chance at the beginning, might not have even understood coding, took it as a joke. Many of those coins are lost, could never be retrieved. Then you have, people and even countries who have acquired a large number. The Winklevi twins have, almost 300,000, if not more. Bulgaria has the same amount, 300,000 from seeds they did, when they seized, from raids they've done through law enforcement, controls and activities or whatever. US even at one point I saw had about 10,000 BTC. They say Satoshi his wallet has 1 million. Like, it's just his or their wallet, whatever. Dude, or people, you just can't right now go to the store. You can't go to this, you know what I mean? Like, it's happening little by little. But to say that I can just easily buy a bottle of water and the store's accepting BTC, it's not there yet. It's not at that scale yet. The mass adoption is not hit. It's not widespread as it should be. And again, like I said, if your landlord, your mortgage bank is not, you can't pay your mortgage by way of BTC. More landlords, there's maybe 1 or 2 that I've discovered within the last year that accept BTC. Now it's not that I know all the landlords. Of course I don't. But landlords are accepting cash. And with the whole fiasco and debacle that's taking place with the economy right now, you would think, and even though BTC is on an upswing, right, 11% or so just for today, April 2nd, you would think that, okay, people are wise enough to know what's going on with blockchain and will possibly, try to, through research, figure things out and get involved with it. But I don't think that's what's going on. Not when there's 6 million people filing for unemployment. Like, it's just, folks, I don't know, man. Like, there's something else going on. It's like a parallel universe. Folks in crypto, I guess the techies, and not all of them, but, there's just this narrative that's going on that, hey, own one Bitcoin. I get it. If Bitcoin is worth one day $100 million US, then that's a big deal, I guess. That's yeah. But today, many people are worried about eating, and they have to use fiat or even credit supported by fiat to get food to eat, or amass a certain number of fiat by having no income, no jobs, just so they could scrounge enough fiat, legal tender, to pay their rent, to pay their phone bill, to pay their mortgage, to pay their light bill, to pay their food, maybe even transportation, maybe even debt. The list goes on and on and on and on. I don't really like having, who cares about how much Bitcoin, how many wallets out there have one Bitcoin. Like what? This is where sometimes this is why sometimes it's not good to be involved with too many things. Like you're not no. Let me take that back. It's not good to be grossly obsessed with crypto sometimes. For me, I can't just focus on crypto 110% because that's just one small aspect of my worldview and my world activities and obligations and things that I do. It's not everything for me. Imagine with everything going on, all I'm thinking about is how many wallets just have one Bitcoin. And I wish I was one of them. Because, that's not my reality. But I'm not stressing about that. I'm not stressing about that. It is what it is. I'm not stressing about how many wallets just have one Bitcoin, wishing that I was mine, that one day I won't be able to just have one Bitcoin. Who cares? If I take you to these streets right now, you think these people are going to be, willing to hear me talk about blockchain and Bitcoin? You could easily say, yeah, now's the time to acquire it because we know what's going to happen. The market's going to go up again. Sure, one day it sure will. It's going to go up. It's going to go down. Everything moves in cycles. That's clear. But I'm tuning myself off from, that type of rhetoric where I understand the fundamentals, the network effects that the blockchain, specifically Bitcoin, offers. I get it. Crypto in general, I get it. But it's more than just about me. It's not about me as a crypto enthusiast. It's about also being a person, a realist. Modern day. If I want to, ingest a sugar drink and buy a Snapple bottle, I can't pay it with BTC. My place of employment is so antiquated, I can't receive my wages in BTC. I would like to. I would love to. But that's not my reality. It's about balance. So I'm just going to do everything to get into this digital game, And then when everything falls, like the market always goes down, once it goes up, it has to come back down and falls. If there's a serious crash, will my stomach be able to take it? Will I be able to stomach it? These are things people have to ask themselves. You can't put all your eggs in one basket. But this guy sometimes sounds like that. He, much power to him, man. Like I heard his recent video, and one of it was about Cardano and ADA and is it better than BTC? I skipped all of that jargon and went just to the part where he's talking about, should you own one Bitcoin? Ideally, everyone can't own one Bitcoin. That's the real. Everyone's not going to be able to own one Bitcoin. So what are you saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just something that's almost $7,000 right now. $7,000 people need right now. And it's not just in the form of BTC. They need it to eat. They needed to pay for a place to sleep. They needed to pay for a place that can offer heat. Because some places it's still cold. It's not warm yet. And these companies are not offering payment in crypto yet. We got a long way to go. Have a long way to go. Peace.